Tip number 30 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. My name is Greg Vandenberg. I wrote it. I've got over 30 years of experience in the construction business, and trust me, some of the information in this book could make a big difference on your bottom line, on the amount of money you make or you're going to make in the future. Tip number 30, be honest at all costs. This is important. Integrity. Integrity, integrity. If you're in business and someone thinks you are a scoundrel, or they know you're a scoundrel, you're going to be pigeonholed as this with those people forever. And again, anything you do to your business that takes away from it is going to create more problems in the future. And again, I'm not saying, if you do this in the wrong way. If you have valued customers that are referring you more business and you somehow ruin this because they view you as a dishonest person for whatever reason, and you don't fix this, you're going to lose all of their future referrals and their business. So you can't even let this stuff get started. Let me read the tip here, and then I want to share a story with you about something actually happened to me that wasn't true. Someone made it up. I can't think of one person who doesn't respect an honest person, and that's true. Even dishonest people respect honest people. No matter what you do, don't lie to anyone. Integrity plays a big part in building any business. Who would you rather work with? Someone who is honest and does what they tell you they're going to do, or someone who is always coming up with excuses? That's a no-brainer, right? Someone comes up with excuses, you can't wait to get rid of these people. Okay, here's what happened to me. I'm working on this big job, and someone lied about me. They told me that I screwed them out of some money. And so the superintendent and the project manager both approached me and said, Greg, we'd like to have a talk with you. And they explained the situation to me. And I said, whoa, hold on a second. I said, how many times have I lied to you guys? And they both looked at each other like, well, we can't think of any time you've ever lied to us. And I said, well, how many times has this other person lied to you? And they were just like, God, we can't, there's too many times, I said, who do you think is telling who the truth? Well, this is basically what honesty and integrity does for you. I could have even been lying I could have been the one basically guilty, and the other person could have been telling the truth. And I could have convinced them that I was telling the truth because for the most part, I was an honest and integrable person. But that wasn't the case. This other person made up the story, fabricated it, but it wasn't really the fact that this person lied. And again, this is where I got to hammer this honesty thing home. This person made up a story about me. They fabricated some concoction, some wonker of a story. And even when I convinced others that I was telling the truth, it probably took me about another 2 months just to get back in their good graces because they had doubt. There was doubt in their mind that I could have been lying to them and this other person could have been telling the truth. This is basically what you've got to avoid like the plague. If someone makes up a story about you, try and do put that fire out as soon as you possibly can. And it's sad, but it doesn't take much to ruin your character. Even if you're an honest person, someone just needs to implant some type of thought into someone else's subconscious mind. And then it's always going to be there. It's going to be there for a long period of time, or it's going to take a long period of time to get rid of that thought or to remove it completely from their mind. Now, when someone else comes up and makes up another story similar to that, now you've got these two doubting stories. You just keep piling layer and layer and layer and layer of these fabricated stories into your life or into your business. And you can actually see what the results of something, or imagine what the results of something like this would be. They could actually be catastrophic. So even if you are an honest person, do not get a false illusion that you will not run into problems or have problems created for your business by dishonest people. So just think about that. It's kind of like don't worry about what someone else says, worry about yourself. Well, in this case, you do need to worry about yourself, and you will need to worry about what someone else says.